So episode 1 here was sent with UFC President Dana White.
Oh, it's the first episode?
First episode, you're number 1.
All right.
Yeah. So we're here raw and uncut, so we might get bumbles, fumbles, whatever. But we're here. So I'm going to start with congratulations on the Paramount deal.
Thank you.
And, you know, I turned back the clock and remember, God, I don't know how long, 30 years ago now, when we used to come out when you first started.
Crazy, right?
You know? And then here we are, 2026, in a new era. So, amazing. Zoo for boxing. History in the making. Excited for that. Looking forward to see what happens. God.
We got a fight coming this Sunday if you want to go.
I saw that. Just a new breed, and I think it's a wonderful thing, and it's going to be amazing.
I've been talking about getting into boxing for a long time, and obviously talking about all the things that I love and don't love about boxing, and now I'm in it, and I got a chance to fix it. And you know, my professor was here this weekend for the first fight, Peter Welsh. So
yeah.
It was good to share it with him. Wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't for him. And yeah, I'm looking forward to 2026.
Nice. So speaking of Peter, I want to touch on a couple impacts you had on my life, and one does revolve around Peter. I'm gonna go back, turn the clock back like 30 some odd years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, we all got into fights as kids, you know, growing up. Some took beating, some didn't. I was a kid that didn't fight, so I got beat up. Then we moved. Now I start trailing my buddy Jimmy to the gym, who was a, you know, top-ranked amateur boxer.
Well, what's crazy about that is, so at the UFC fights on Saturday, Fernando Vargas was there with his whole family. And, you know, I was talking to them, and you know, Jimmy fought Fernando here in Vegas.
When he moved out here, yeah.
Heading into the Olympic trials.
Yeah. So I'm there trailing Jimmy. I decide to put some gloves on. I'm hitting the bag, boom, boom, boom. Just, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just there. And in comes you and Peter. And I think you were looking at scouting space for the aerobics or whatever you guys were doing at the time. And you stopped. And now we had interactions in the past where we'd drive by the hotel and see if you guys needed anything. We're going to the North End. You need anything, whatever. But this was personal one-on-one. You stopped and he goes, "You're doing it wrong." You said, "This is how you have to hit it. This is how you have to move." And from that point on, it resulted in me doing some sparring, amateur fighting, losing, but never taking a beating, because you showed me how to throw a punch and how to move and slip and whatever, which until later on down the road led to me probably being the highest paid amateur fighter in New England, because they needed somebody to fight ticket sellers, and I ended up being a rugged fighter who could take a beating and not lose. So I appreciate you for that. And
what's take a beating and not lose mean?
Made them look good.
Not get knocked out.
Not get knocked out, made them look good, you know.
All right.
And, you know, these, I don't want to say any names on who, you know, I mean, God rest Jimmy Farrell's soul right now. You know, he was one that I...
How long ago did Jimmy Farrell die?
Jimmy's a couple years now. Couple years.
Terrible. How old was he?
God, he couldn't have been in his 50s, maybe.
He was older than me.
Yeah.
Probably
And-
10 years older than me. And he died a couple years ago?
Yeah, it had to be a few years ago, yeah. It had to be, so he might have been close to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had a, you know, he had a history
Oh, yeah.
of whatever
He
he
was a
did.
great dude.
Yeah. So there we go. Now,
Rest in peace, Jimmy Farrell.
yes, Jimmy, rest in peace. So now we're going to fast forward. End of 2019, I hit rock bottom. Everything but lost my job. So 2020 rolls around just before COVID. I remember reaching out and saying, "Hey, I got to get out of Boston. It's not working for me. Can I come out?" I think I said something along the lines like, "I'll clean blood off canvases," or something like that. And you just happened to be in town. Lakers were in town, and you said to me, stop by the hotel. So I came and I saw you. I think you were fresh off shoulder surgery at the time. And you said, what the fuck's going on? And I said, well, this is what happened. You know, boom, boom, boom. I'm just not feeling it. You looked me dead in the eyes and said, you're fucking better than this. And I took that, I went back to my sister's house that night, get up the next day, next 2 days, and I'm like, you know what? He's fucking right. He's fucking right. And then I just, from that moment on, just snapped my life back together, continued doing what I was doing, and fucking now at work, well respected at work, my union people, because I'm a union delegate, well respected now, and it's just like, you know what? Just those fucking couple words, you're fucking better than that. You know, and that was like, holy shit, a fucking wake up call. Because I've never been at that point in my life ever. And all it took was you saying, yeah, stop by, here's these couple words, and that's that. So I appreciate that.
No, hey, listen, man, you're one of the you're one of my old school boys from Southie, and you know, I think everybody goes through those times in life, and sometimes you just need to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to hear it. But I'm happy for you. I'm glad everything worked out.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. So now, here I am, I don't know, a few months ago, sitting there watching TV, and my neck snapped, and I looked, and you're doing a commercial for Ram. Now, that boggled my mind at first, because I said, wait a minute, and I said, I know that fucking voice. And then I'm like, wow, that now categorizes him with, you know, like John Goodman, Samuel L. Jackson, you know, Morgan Freeman. So how did that come about with doing
Crazy.
a commercial?
That happened right here in this room. The CEO of Dodge flew out here, and he had retired, and they brought him back, and he said, you know, I respect you and love what you built. I love everything that you stand for, and I would love to do some business with you. So I said, interesting. You know, we started talking, and then he said, would you voice over a commercial for me? I said, absolutely not. I'm not interested in doing that at all. He said, can I at least send you the script? I said, yeah. He sent me the script. I called him back and I said, I'll fucking go downstairs right now and voice this over. This is incredible. I love it. And that's how it all started.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's just like hearing those good things like that, you know? Definitely. All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time, Dana.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
This is episode number 1, and you...
Do you still live in Southie?
No, I'm a little north now, Melrose.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at, and I'm comfortable, living a happy life. And
that's the key to success.
Exactly.
That is the key to success right there.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
I'm happy right now, yes.
That's
100%,
it.
I can't complain.
Congrats,
Thank you.
my friend. Always a pleasure.